The hum of the poker room was soft and smoky, filled with laughter and the clink of chips. Golden light spilled across velvet tables and whiskey glasses, tracing curves. Sienna leaned against the edge of the table, her black slip dress catching the glow. Her hair, a reddish-brown cascade tied in a high ponytail, framed her face like a secret. A black choker hugged her neck, and her eyes, lined dark and sharp, were fixed on one man. Liam. Her brother's best friend. 10 years older. Too composed. Too kind. Too unreachable. He sat across the table, his sleeves rolled up, cards in his hands, looking like sin disguised as calm. Every move he made was measured. Every smile was faint, deliberate, and never for her. When he caught her gaze, he smirked that teasing, familiar grin.
You shouldn't be here, little sister. These games get rough.
She hated the nickname. She hated how softly he said it. And she hated that her heart still raced every time he did. Rain painted the city silver that night. Sienna left an art gallery alone, the click of her heels echoing in puddles. Her dress clung to her skin, her ponytail dripping. She didn't expect to hear his voice behind her.
Need a ride?
For a moment she couldn't speak. She just nodded, her pulse louder than the storm. Inside his car, the silence was warm and electric. Jazz whispered from the radio. Her reflection shimmered in the window, red lips, steady eyes, pretending not to care. Their hands brushed when he reached to adjust the volume. Neither of them moved away. Sometimes silence says everything you've been afraid to. Days blurred. She tried to avoid him, but he was everywhere. At family dinners, leaning against her brother's counter with that same quiet smile. At Eli's bar, where his laughter rolled low and easy. Even in her dreams, where he always stood just out of reach. Every time she saw Liam, her heart reminded her what real ache felt like. The night of Eli's birthday, the city skyline glowed like scattered diamonds. Sienna found Liam outside, leaning on the balcony, cigarette smoke curling in the cold air. "You avoiding me?" she asked. He turned, startled.
You shouldn't.
"I'm not a kid anymore." She cut in. Her voice shook but her eyes didn't. "Do you ever see me as anything more than your friend's sister?" she asked. He stared at her, silent, the city lights flickering between them.
You shouldn't want me, Sienna.
He said finally, voice low.
I'm too